because of maybe where you come from, what your parents do, dad's a fireman, might be a grant available there that you should look at too. So please, don't think the loan is the be-all and end-all. Go and have a look what other finance is available for you, and hopefully some of it you might not have to pay back.
I know that there's bursaries and scholarships available for people who necessarily don't have the financial background that can support the increase in fees, but I don't know all the details. I don't think they're out there as much as they should be, really.
Most universities also offer their own bursaries and scholarships. These are paid annually, and you don't have to pay the money back. Each university will decide what support they'll offer you, so you'll need to check to see what your chosen university is offering and whether you're eligible. Extra financial help is also available to eligible disabled students and students with children.
Certain universities will offer other kind of financial help during your time at university. So there's something called a scholarship program where they manage to give you maybe a fee waivers, which takes the cost of going to university down. They might give you money off accommodation, or they might even give you a cash lump sum, which is very helpful when times are tough.
A lot of universities give bursaries out, but I mean that completely depends on what university you go to, because if they're charging more, if they're charging up to £9,000, let's say, they have to put in place extra bursaries and larger bursaries so that people can afford it still, because there's a lot of people coming from lower income backgrounds.
I was fortunate enough to get a bursary because I got given the bursary on the merit of me receiving the full grant, so that was a massive help because I didn't get much financial help from my parents that they couldn't. So for me, getting like a grant and a bursary was just such a help.
As far as the budgeting goes, I think everyone kind of messes up a bit in their first year, but from that, you learn. You'll eat beans on toast or stuff like that for a while. Yeah.
My whole first year was a budgeting disaster, to be fair. I got really excited by getting quite a bit of money. Didn't really know what to do with it. So initially, that was sort of whenever I went shopping, I sort of bought really expensive things that didn't last very long.
It was pretty overwhelming. I'd never lived by myself before or anything like that. So it was, but it was interesting. You learn so much as you go. Do you know what I mean? You just suddenly realise that you can't go out for dinner every night, even though you do have a loan. You have to kind of budget and figure things out for yourself. But it was definitely a great learning curve. Yeah.
When people go off to university, their parents or their grandparents go, "Now, Johnny, you've got to do a budget, Johnny, or it could all go wrong. It's really important you do a budget." And it always makes me laugh because as a working person, I know I shouldn't spend more than I earn. But as a student, you shouldn't spend more than... And when you say that to people, they go, well, you just need to budget. Well, you can't budget unless